really happy for the guys. There were a lot of components to that game. I thought it was a real good battle. St. Thomas is a tremendous hockey team. They put a good group together, used the portal well to draw in Minnesota players from the Big Ten, from the NCHC that were impact players there, and and put together a really high competitive team. Picked to win our league. They have good goaltending. They're good at every position, and they certainly have outstanding coaching. Rico's, among the best in college hockey. So, great team and a great effort that we took on today. They played really hard. From our point of view, extremely proud of the guys. Couple, three things in particular, probably four things in particular. Number one, the penalty kill was outstanding. They're number 10 in the country. I think they have nearly 50% of their goals on the power play, and our guys threw a goose egg at them, including some criticals in the third, and with a couple of minutes left in the game. So full compliments to everybody that was involved in getting that job done. I thought that our defense was played big and strong, and even with their goalie out, which is basically a penalty kill. You can add to that, I thought that Kukkonen and Leppa, Leppa's on the penalty kill, Laurie Raymond, who's on the penalty kill, those guys did a really good job before we called that timeout there, and kept pressure on the puck, got it, forced them to put the pucks in areas where our big guys could go in and do some battling, which they did. So I thought that was great. So penalty kill, number one. Obviously goaltending was, Derek's giving us a chance every night. For a great shot on the one that beat him. Outstanding shot, actually, right up where Grandma hides the cookie jar, is right up in the corner, and good goal on that. So I think goaltending, you have to have that. The next part, our power play it got the goal when we needed it. We didn't get many opportunities, and we're always trying to do different things and put some things together. And Brownie made a nice shot. I didn't really see it. Probably shot well off a screen and was able to find some net. I'll take a look at it when I watch the game back. But a timely power play goal. I think we ended up 1 for 3, maybe 1 for 4, but I think 1 for 3 in the game, and got it when we needed it. And it's not how many you get. At times, it's when you when you get them, and so really proud of that. And then what I told the guys after the second, real briefly, I said, okay, fellas, it's on the table again, because we don't want to hide. We don't want to hide from opportunity, and so we've given up some games this year. 2 against Mankato in the third, 1 with the lead, 1 tied, 1 against Clarkson. We were in the lead or tied at home, and so I said, okay, we have a chance at home. First of all, to close out a third period. A week ago we came back down 2 and scored 2 in the third and got that tie. So the resilience of that effort and winning the third period at home for our people, that's another, I think, an outstanding part. So really 4 things that stood out to me in the game. I still don't think our people at home have seen our best team. We seem to play more unified, all in all, with more anticipation things on the road. But I think we found a way to grind out a tough win against a really tough team. So extremely proud. It was a good hard hockey game. I think that'd be a great series. We have some teams in our league that we would have great 7-game series with, if our playoffs went that way. Excuse me, instead of the one and done college format.
Speaking of the penalty kill, I believe it was maybe the second to last one that we were on. Casper had a really good shift where he maybe cleared 4 or 5 pucks. What have you seen from his play lately?
Well, and I'm glad that you mentioned him, because he's been unbelievable. He's my my unsung hero. Last week, I think it was Friday or Saturday night. I come out of the coach's room down at Bowling Green, and I look at him, and I mean, he looks like the guys there. You see those Civil War guys. One guy's bandage around his head, the other guy's playing the flute, the other guy's banging a drum. They're carrying a flag. They're gonna plant that flag, and Casper's sitting on the ground on the concrete, outside in the hallway, outside the locker room. Ice bag on this shoulder, ice bag on this shoulder, ice bag on his wrist, ice bag on his thigh, and I said, unbelievable effort. And he said, "Did you look at the stats? They didn't give me a block shot." I mean, like, he's second in the league and he's eating pucks. And so battling. I thought I thought that Victor was really big and strong tonight. I thought that Chase was big and strong tonight. So our big bodied defensemen played the way you have to play against some really skilled forwards. In Malmquist and they got some really skilled forwards, and our big guys did a good job at limiting the damage and giving Molly a really good look at it. So. And then all the D did really well. Brownie gets a big goal for us. Willie battled with the medical staff to get in the lineup and play. I said in the other interview yesterday, I'm going off the ice. He says, "Coach, I want to talk to you." And I looked at him. I could tell he's in weight. It's the first day he skated in a couple weeks. And I looked at him. I said, and I kind of I said it just in a previous interview. Kind of threw Nate under the bus. Nate's standing right there, and I looked. I said, "You're talking to the wrong cowboy." I said, "I don't make the medical decisions. You two sort it out. You let us know what's going on." And and Nate's probably now he's the bad guy. But they worked it out, and I don't know if cash transacted in that or how it happened, but he got himself a play, and he was a really good effort, and then obviously, like I said, Soupy did a good job for us as well. So.
In a tight hockey game like tonight, did you, when you got that power play midway through the third, were you on the bench thinking, this might be the game here, this is our big opportunity here?
No, I was just thinking, okay, just keep in every shift and make sure we have the guys we want, make sure we're reminding guys for puck placement, proper changes, playing above the puck, doing the things that you need to do when there comes a point where you don't want any more D. The D don't need to pinch anymore. We don't need D up playing up, near their goal line, things like that, and open ourselves up for transition or no coverage. So no, it wasn't. We're just trying to play it minute for minute, 5-minute blocks, shift to shift, and try to get the matchups we want. And again, I thought the staff did a really good job. I thought the players did a really good job. There was an outstanding crowd again. It filled in really well and again, the sacrifices made. I just pray that we entertain the people in our community what they deserve, because they work hard all week long to come here to watch a hockey game on the weekend, and they deserve our best effort. And I take pride in having teams that emulate the community, because I go to work in the morning and see see people out with their they don't even have a snowblower. They got the push scoop and stuff like that, clean the driveway out on the hill, on 41. And, the crowd filled in great. The student section was great. The pep band was great, and I'm really happy. Again, I don't think they've seen our best yet, and hopefully we can keep growing as a group. But it was for me. It was a fun night. Last weekend was fun for me, and enjoying working with this group. Win or lose, I'd be saying the same thing. I think win or lose, altering a little bit, but our guys are growing. We have a young group, and they're growing. So,
with the younger group and St. Thomas appearing to wanting a chippy series, is it up to the staff or the team leadership to try to keep everybody in control and not take unnecessary penalties?
Well, I think the penalties we got were pretty much stick infractions, or I mean, I don't think there's any liberties. There are any liberties taken. So. But it's the discipline of the team. I think we're like, what are we, second or third? And now I don't know after tonight, but we're still there. First in the country in fewest penalties.
We're close.
I mean, we're right there. So our guys play with good discipline and compete. And there's a lot that goes into that. There's a lot that goes into that. Now we certainly have some guys that including the guy that you're looking at right now, that has to control his temper and set a good example. And I hope I'm doing that. But I think the guys are doing a really good job in that regards, in discipline. I think they're disciplined, and it shows in I think in the growth of some guys and the way they play. Some guys you'd almost like them to take a little roughing penalty or something, so you can, and not after the whistle or not hitting a guy from behind or something like that, but just a face to face. Sometimes you like to I think there's confidence that's gained in certainly Casper has confidence when he goes in the corner with anybody. He likes that. You know what I mean? He likes that challenge. He likes that battle. those are hockey players. I mean, those are hockey players. That's the type of sport it is. And those are hockey players, and that's what you look for. The more guys that get on that bandwagon, but it comes from within the team. I firmly believe that the team runs the team. I say it all. I firmly believe the meeting after the meeting, no matter what I go in and say, when I said my little piece there, we have a good chance to win a game that we're right there at the end, third period, to win a third period, win a game. That means a lot, but I can walk out. Whatever's said after that, the meeting after the meeting is the meeting. And when the team, we want to turn the locker room, the team over to the team and just tweak it. You know what I mean? Tweak it. Give them, okay, this is what you're going to look at. What do you guys think? And when we get to that point, and we always do, only one time in my 11 years here we haven't, and I have no reason to think we're not going to get there. And I don't know how we're going to be. It's a grind. It's a grind. We scored 2 goals tonight and won. I don't know how we're going to be, but I still want the team to manage the team. So to answer your question, do we have to put an emphasis in it? We might say something like, but the team runs the team. And I think we have great leadership. He's doing a great job. But and I throw a guy like Casper in that leadership because he's certainly, he should have a letter. He should have a letter. So then the question is, well, knucklehead, why don't you put a letter on him? And I think before all said and done, I will. You're trying to don't want to disrupt the mojo.